Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I figured I wouldn't have to tell you the weather if I could just show you these two flags. Support law enforcement. Don't California my Texas. You guys know California was the world's third largest economy? Texas is the world's fifth largest economy. Oh, they even got the come and take it cannon on there. Right at the bottom. I like that. I always think of that as the Gonzales Canyon. Pretty cool. Hey, I met Eric and Melissa. They gave me a bag full of coffee and snacks. Thank you, Eric and Melissa. It was really nice to meet you. I hope you have a safe trip and get to enjoy yourself. Very nice to meet you guys. The winds are blowing 21 miles an hour out of the west. At this time yesterday, the winds were blowing 21 miles an hour out of the east. It's pretty weird. We've had sun and clouds and rain. Good morning, Matilda. All day long. Just had some heavy rain a little bit ago. You can kind of tell by the drainage ditch there being full. But we need rain. I didn't know about the fire ban the burn ban that's been going on, and they didn't allow campfires at Goose Island State Park a few days ago. Good morning, Matilda. It's that fire that we saw, the damage from over at Charlie's pasture was because the grass was so dry. It just didn't seem to me like we were in drought conditions, but we have not had a whole lot of rain lately. And hopefully the little bit that we got today will help. This wind will dry up those puddles pretty quick though. We even have a little bit of clear sky, a little tiny bit of clear sky over there. I was just checking the weather, and it's going to be a little colder overnight tonight. I think down to 45 degrees, which is okay. That's comfortable. So I'll get my extra blanket out tonight. And sunny tomorrow. So I think that would be a good day. Sunny and about 60, so a little bit cooler, but the sun will be out. Head over to I don't know if I want to go to Port Aransas or go to Corpus Christi. I want to go to both. Maybe I'll go to Corpus Christi and then head to Port Aransas late and stay overnight. That sounds like a good plan. I think I would enjoy that. But I have had 2 short naps today already, and I am tired from the excessive walking for me, not for you, but for me. And I'm ready for a third one right now, and it's 3:30 p.m. That's pathetic. I just saw a small boat going out in the water, but for 21 mile an hour winds, the water isn't really choppy out there. Maybe it's the direction. I don't really know. I'll be back in a minute, guys. How dry I am, how wet I'll be if I don't find the bathroom key. I found the key. Now where's the door? Whoops, too late, it's on the floor. Look at these little guys here. They don't even let the wind affect them. They're just like there's something to eat here, and we're going to find it. I have seen the 2 ospreys in this area several times in the last few days. And I saw one of them carrying a dead bird, and it looked to be a good size one. I don't think it was a seagull, but maybe a cormorant. I couldn't really tell. I just saw it for a second or two. But there is a historic marker that I want to go check out. Oh, that trash is bothering me. I'm going to have to ask Art or someone if I can go over there and pick that up. Got my little bucket and my grabber. And I find it easier, my walking, if I'm doing something else, like running an errand or something, and then I don't realize I'm walking. Yeah, I know. I found a new historic marker that I want to show you guys. I have never noticed this marker before. We are kind of behind the new Center for the Arts. It says it was placed here in 2011. The Packeries of Rockport. After the Civil War, Rockport became an important cattle ranching and shipping center. In 1866, James Doherty, T.H. Mathis, and John Mathis constructed cattle pens with a long wharf that extended out into Aransas Bay from Rocky Point, the landmark from which Rockport gets its name. Cattle were shipped to New Orleans on the Morgan Line. The painting below, the last to load, illustrates the first shipment from Rocky Point in 1866. Initially, packeries were built nearby to render hides and tallow. The packeries consisted of holding pens, a main rendering barn, skinning building, and pier. Cattle were driven on foot from nearby ranches. The hides, hoofs, horns, and tallow were shipped east to make fine leather, buttons, glue, candles, and soap. Carcasses were usually discarded. In 1871, an ice plant was added to one of the packeries, which allowed preservation of the meat. Rockport's packeries included W.A. Cashman, Doherty and Clark, West and Weiser Company, William S. Hall, Coleman, Mathis and Fulton, J.W. Baylor and Company, American Beef Packery, and Butler and Company. Wow. The local packing industry declined after 1875 as railroads pushed into Texas to allow shipment of cattle directly to giant packing plants in St. Louis and Chicago. Yet, as late as 1880, the Rockport packeries handled 93% of the Texas packed beef production. That's amazing. By 1890, most packeries had switched to butchering sea turtles, and Rockport handled, wow, these signs are tough. And Rockport handled almost the entire Gulf production. Excuse me. Most prized were the green turtles, and 85% of all Texas turtle nets were in Aransas Bay. Wow, that's insane. By the late 1890s, the turtle population had diminished and the industry folded. Remnants of turtle capture pens can still be found along Rockport's bay shores. That would be interesting to see some of those. There's a lot of stuff on this marker that I did not know about. A lot of familiar names though. Thanks for riding along today, guys. Thanks for watching.